You're listening to the Sans Pants Network.
Hey everyone, come in. Welcome to this week's episode of Plumbing the Death Star. I'm Joe.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm also Joel.
And this is the comedy pop culture podcast where we ask the important questions. Like, how would you handle having the sixth sense from the Sixth Sense?
Oh no, ghosts.
I can see them every time I look at
Hey.
where a
Every
ghost
time
is.
I-
Cheers
only.
to a good episode.
Don't do that. What if it's bad? No, you've guaranteed it'll be a good episode.
Yeah.
All right, so we're Haley, Joel, Osmond.
Yes.
Yep.
And
So
we're
me
like,
me and Zammit are halfway there. Well, 1/3 there.
Yeah, because Joel and Joe.
Yeah.
I get it.
Joe! Who the fuck's Joe?
Joe and Joe Zammit, Joe Dusha. Right? And I'm Jason. Joe, and Jason.
yeah, I know.
This is
I'm
an
aware.
alternate reality episode. Yeah. No, yeah. So Haley Joel Osment.
Yep.
Now he's born with the sixth sense. The sixth sense,
Yeah.
of course, being the ability to perceive the dead,
Yes.
i.e.,
Yeah.
ghosts.
See ghosts, talk to them, and the big problem with the ghosts is they don't even know that they're dead.
Dumbest
Or some of
cunts
them
in
don't know
the
that they're
spiritual realm.
Yeah.
Come on, dickhead.
Yeah.
I think if I knew that there were, if I met a ghost,
Yeah.
I would be just angry that
Yeah.
he didn't know that he was dead.
What do you mean you don't fucking know you're dead,
Brother,
you stupid idiot?
You got the wounds. I mean, I guess because I'm
Well,
imagining.
they
you got the-
only look. Do you want me to give you a quick rundown of the
Yeah.
Sixth Sense so you can maybe this will make you slightly less frustrated?
Okay, please.
I mean,
Okay.
to answer the question that you just posed there, in the Sixth Sense,
Yeah.
ghosts only see what they want to see, basically.
Okay.
Bruce Willis, spoilers, whom is dead.
Yeah.
He got shot by a guy called Vincent, played by a Wahlberg, but not the one you're thinking of. Unless you're thinking of Donnie, in which case it is the one you're thinking of.
Whoa.
So Bruce
Maybe Zammit
Willis
has the sixth
Yeah,
sense.
I can't remember Bruce Willis's name, but I can remember Vincent, played by Donnie Wahlberg, who is only in a couple of scenes.
Yeah. Fair
He
enough.
breaks into Bruce Willis's house and he's like, "Hey,
You didn't fix me.
you fucked me up more." Bang bang.
Oh,
shoots
no.
Bruce Willis and
Bummer.
shoots himself.
Yeah. His
Then-
wife sad.
Months
Bruce Willis,
later,
not Vincent.
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
we-
presumably Vincent's wife. If he had a wife,
yeah,
would
we're,
be sad.
we're
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
We don't know.
Jury's still out.
Vincent had a
Anyway,
wife. Fair enough.
after the shooting, Bruce Willis' wife, very distant.
Yeah.
And then Bruce Willis, who is a psychiatrist or psychologist. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
Does he give Haley Joel Osment medication for the ghosts?
I can't remember.
Fair enough.
Don't think so.
I don't know if there is a medication to stop you seeing
Well, he
ghosts.
thinks he's schizophrenic at
Okay,
first, and there's
fair
definitely
enough.
medication for that. Anyway, so he starts seeing Cole, who is Haley Joel Osment.
Right.
And he's like, "Fuck, you remind me of Vincent, that guy whom shot me. I'm going to try really hard to fix you, and also I'm going to hyperfixate on this case."
That's a crazy thing to say to a little boy.
Well, he didn't say that to him.
He was
Oh.
just
thinking
thinking it.
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
And Cole's like, "Hey, brother, I haven't told anyone this, but I freaking see fucking dead people."
Yeah, nice.
And then Bruce Willis is like, "No, you don't. You just have schizophrenia."
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
And
aware.
then he goes back and he listens to a tape of Vincent, and Vincent's like, "I can hear a man talking in Spanish." And then he realizes, oh shit, Cole and Vincent, these two bitches can hear ghosts and see them.
Whoa!
And then they figure out, I can't remember how,
Cowabunga, yeah.
can't remember how, but they figure out that ghosts simply just need to be either like listened to and understood and guided out of the
Yeah.
earth.
Yeah.
And then they go to heaven or hell.
Okay.
Yeah, because usually it's you see a couple of ghosts. There's a cyclist that gets hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He dies and he just chuffs off. He just rides on past and he seems to have lived a good life and
Yeah.
he doesn't need to be like listened to. He's like, I got it.
Yeah, I figured it
figures
out.
it
My
out.
lesson was probably shouldn't have been hit by that truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
there's
want to
the
say
g-
Misha Barton.
Oh, is that the teen girl that got spewed up
Mu-
heaps?
Yeah. The Munchausen's by proxy.
Ah,
girl.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a videotape, and the
yeah.
ghost takes
yes,
Misha
I remember.
Barton, maybe
Yeah.
the OC.
Yeah.
But she dies in that too. Oh my god, rest in peace. Spoilers for the OC.
God gained two angels that.
But
Got
it
to gain the same angel twice. Wow.
Damn.
If you die in a movie, a version of you does go to heaven.
But then they
crazy
die in a
that-
TV show, so now 2 versions.
Yeah,
are
that's
and
what
then
I
when
mean.
eventually they die in real life, that's 3.
Did they go to separate heavens?
No.
No, TV heaven and real heaven are the same heaven.
Is there a TV heaven and movie heaven?
Jesus
the
Christ is there a lot.
Whoa.
Every time-
Sometimes you look like Willem Dafoe. Sometimes you look like Jimmy Caviezel. Sometimes you
Whoa.
look, I guess, like the historic
What did the
Christ.
biblical Christ look like? Let's decide here and now.
I'm guessing the olive skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a
Well,
guy from
yeah.
Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Imagine your classic Bethlehem guy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Christ.
There's like he's he's got like kind of like curly hair.
Was he hot, do you reckon?
No.
Come on.
He probably
he was fucking
no,
hot as hell.
He was a carpenter, so that means he would have been in the sun all day.
I
He had
actually was
hands.
watching a thing recently, and carpenter is not an accurate, probably, translation.
Oh no, tell me more.
He was probably more like a day laborer. So he was like a tradie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he didn't build tables and shit. He just like helped build houses.
He
and,
helped
like-
build a table.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't go to him to get a table. He was like part of a crew putting up
So
a house.
Joseph still he was a carpenter?
Yes. I think Joseph was a carpenter,
Yeah.
and Christ could it could either be translated as son of a carpenter,
Which he was.
but also the word they use for carpenter might mean day laborer as well. So he could just be son of. He might not even be a day laborer himself. He could be son of a day laborer.
You heard it here first, everyone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, tradie.
Yes. It's easy to imagine him holding a tradie's briefcase or whatever, i.e. a big bag of cooked chicken. Have you not heard that phrase, a tradie's briefcase?
I was like, yeah, it's the bachelor handbag.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Maybe I'm confusing that.
Yeah, I
It's like
think
a
you are.
tradie's briefcase. Tradie's briefcase.
I'm just like, what do you think happens on a construction
Yeah, and also,
site?
like, I can't imagine a tradie holding a chicken. I can imagine them holding a big M,
Yeah, big M and a sausage roll.
iced coffee,
Yeah. That's
cigarettes.
That's true.
Stubbies, like nice short shorts and like
Maybe a
Explorer
nut
socks.
out.
Real
Yeah.
up.
Oh, Jesus was wearing robes. His nuts were already
Well, no,
out.
on the cross, he was in like a sort of little loincloth.
Yeah.
And you were looking at him from like the
You were
perfect angle to
seeing,
see
you
nut.
were like, it's sad that the Son of God is being nailed to a cross, but it's
What?
awesome I can see his
There's
nuts.
his nut hanging out. Would you have, with the greatest reverence, sort of popped it back in?
No, I would use the stick.
I'm sorry, Son
Yeah.
of God. It's just
Roman Legion, give me that spear. I'm gonna turn it around.
Don't worry, I'm not
I'm
piercing your
doing-
nuts.
I'm doing it with the blunt end.
What are you doing, dude?
I'm fixing your nuts.
Your
Just
nuts?
go to heaven already.
You pop it in, then the other nut pops out the other side. Gotta get 2 sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his dick pops out
Yeah.
the top. What's going on in your pants, Jesus Christ?
I've got fidgety nuts.
I can see.
tell.
I can see. I don't know, there's some kind of like a pitchchfork or something. Yeah. 3 prongs, maybe.
Can you give me a ladder, Roman,
Yeah.
so I can
I
get
gotta
up there
hold
and
the-
figure it out?
This has gone from subtle to horribly disrespectful. Please stop touching his nuts.
Okay, fine. All right, I'm just
All
trying to
right.
help.
Anyway, enjoy heaven or whatever. Anyway, so people go to
Yeah.
Misha Barton maybe her ghost guides Cole and Bruce Willis to a videotape,
Yeah.
and the videotape is proof that she was poisoned by her mother. So then they take that video to the cops, and
Yeah.
it turns out that she was trying to poison
I think they
young
just play it at the wake.
Whoa,
To
that's
like,
full
and then,
on.
and the dad is just like, the fuck?
oh,
Yeah,
no.
fair
And
enough.
then I think the
cops get involved.
authorities get
Yeah.
involved.
There's someone who got shot in the head, but I can't remember how they fixed that.
Okay. But so
Anyway, so try and fix it, and then as time goes on, Bruce Willis is like, God damn, my wife still doesn't acknowledge me.
Yeah.
We're so distant. I
and
reckon
then-
maybe coming for divorce town. I'm
He
worried.
notices that he's not wearing his wedding ring or something, or maybe it falls off.
Yeah.
And then he's
playing
like,
with it, and it falls on the ground. He's like, but that my wedding ring. Oh no! I'm but a ghost.
I'm Ghost.
And then he goes into the mirror, not into the mirror, he goes to look in the mirror and he looks for his bullet wound, and then he finds that it's a big gaping wound still, and he's like, I've been fucking dead this whole time.
So if a ghost doesn't know, the wounds that they experience to kill them might not turn up on their body.
I think they don't see it. I reckon that whole
okay.
time, little Haley was
He was peeping
He was
it.
just like, he's got that wound.
Yeah.
But when
He
do I
don't
tell
even
him?
know.
Yeah.
Because if you are like again, if you're talking to a ghost,
Yeah.
and the ghost don't know it a ghost, then how do I know that that's a ghost?
Yeah, it could just be a really hurt man.
Yeah, because if I
I'm
don't
not helping you. You're not a
yeah,
ghost.
because if I don't see the wounds or I
Yeah.
don't see what's going on, then I have no reason to believe or to speculate that they are ghosts.
That's very true.
Because if they're just a guy like, oh, it's a child psychologist. And I'm chatting with him, and then, oh, there's the hole. But then it's like, oh, does the hole only appear when they realize? Or do I always see that hole?
Can you touch a ghost? Does Haley ever
do
touch
they have
her?
a hug?
Yeah, does he ever get? Because
I don't think so. They wouldn't. I think that would be a hint to.
yeah.
Yeah, they can't interact with the real.
Because that's just a
world.
good way to test.
But also,
Yeah.
like Cole's mom still
touching people.
takes
Go
Cole
away, kid.
to the psychiatrist, whom is a ghost. So what is happening there?
Oh, so she takes him to the place?
We should have to. He's a little boy.
Yeah.
She would
Doesn't
have
he
see
come to
this?
her house and then hang out with the boy?
Do we see that?
Isn't it at
kind
an
of thing?
office?
Or is it like a little smash cut and it's kind of like, a
Yeah.
scene missing? We just assume.
But then she's worried about her boy.
Funny because the classic thing is
Yeah.
like you kids talking to like their imaginary friend and it's a monster or whatever. And
Yeah.
you're like, who are you talking to, Billy? And he's like, my child psychologist. Huh.
I don't know if that's worse or good.
That's weird, huh?
Are they helping you? Yeah, but they're dead. Oh,
They are a ghost.
Oh, well, is it a helpful ghost though? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I just think it'd be more concerning if you were Tony Collette in the situation.
Yeah.
Being like,
Who's my
what is
kid?
he
What's
talking
going
to?
on there?
What's that?
How?
Why is he going on that young girl's wake?
yeah,
I let my kid get away with a lot.
yeah.
How many ghosts are there in any given space?
So I
Like
was
right now,
thinking-
say in this studio,
yeah.
this has been around for a while. People probably died.
Well, like, okay, so you think
Used to be a shop.
Yeah.
Someone probably died
Used
shopping.
to be, used to be a shop. There was bullet wounds in the front when we bought it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Calling saying a building has bullet wounds is good. That's not a joke. This studio does have bullet holes.
Yeah, someone
Wounds.
shot this place up pre us being here.
Yeah.
Which is even more surprising. If they shot it while we were here, I
I'd get
understand.
Yeah.
Stop talking shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, but so, but like over a long enough period of time, like
Wow.
how many ghosts?
So wait, okay. Here's
To a
here's
square
why
meter.
I don't think there's probably many ghosts, right?
Okay.
So the Earth is spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At whatever million miles per second.
Sure.
Right? But it's not
7
just-
or 8 or whatever.
It's not just spinning in like spot. It's also moving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
But if
ghosts,
you're a ghost, what if you're stuck?
Yeah, no.
Because ghosts aren't physically here.
Yeah, and
So
they
they
can go
are
through
sorta
things,
loose.
right? So unless they are attached to this earthly realm,
Yeah.
I reckon they're getting flung off into space.
And also,
But we don't see that in the movie.
we don't see it because
But-
we only see the people that is like attached to earthly.
because it's a classic.
possessions or
It's also a
whatever.
classic.
Ah, so if you think that if you die and you know you've died,
Well,
and
you
you
get
don't
spun off into space.
Yeah, like there's nothing there. Like you can't, ghostly
I'm not
grab onto
attached.
whatever.
Yeah.
So then there's nothing holding onto Earth, and while Earth is just chuffing off into the infinite beyond.
Yeah.
They're just like, what?
So-
Or to heaven.
Okay, I was going to say, is this an alternative to heaven? In your
A
mind?
little bit of an alternative.
You
to
can either
heaven.
go to heaven.
Then what
or
happens when the
float.
Earth gets back?
It doesn't though.
It doesn't. It's always
It's
moving
always
forward.
moving
the
forward.
whole soul's just.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We're always going. Eventually, I guess your ghost goes. Oh, well, it stays a little bit in Mars for a bit.
That's true.
Then it's like, oh yeah, maybe I'll be attached to this.
Get attached to a
And-
rock?
and then get attached to a rock, and then
Or
it's
to
just
spaceman
like,
and
go
in
to
the
the
future?
Hubble telescope.
Yeah.
What's the speed of a ghost?
I don't know if it has one because it's. I mean, it's up to the
Unless,
ghost.
well, no, because you'd be stationary and everything be moving through you, right?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
what's the speed of space? I hate asking questions.
I don't know
I
why
don't know
you've
what you
taken
mean.
us down this path.
Well, if you're a ghost,
because space has no speed.
yeah, but
It's a
everything.
vacuum,
Yeah,
famously.
yeah. But
Famously.
so if you'll say this is the space
Yeah.
that Earth was in,
Right.
and then someone dies. And a little ghost. Pop,
I'll be the
out here.
ghost.
You're the ghost there, and then the Earth is like, well, it fucks off that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going out that way.
Okay.
Now, presumably, whatever is in the Earth's wake.
Yeah.
So like the moon,
Oh, okay.
Mars,
Yeah, yeah.
asteroid belt, all that, and then
Goes
eventually
past the
goes
ghost.
past the ghost. The ghost is like,
But then
everything's going
nothing.
so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess everything is going so fast. The ghost is in a blur.
Yeah.
I am confused to
No.
how you got to the question you asked based on that explanation.
What was space in your mind?
What do you mean the speed of space? Because you
Well-
just answered.
I guess
Huh?
the speed of everything else is going like past it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's on a side of a road.
Yeah.
Right. And say if a car is
Mars is a car.
Mars is a
I
car.
understand
Yeah.
because things will just
keep going
it's-
past it.
But then
Yeah.
to take it back, what are you asking?
I guess this.
'Cause
I
you-
guess where's the ghost gonna go? Like,
Well,
could the ghost go further past the galaxy?
I don't think the ghost is moving.
Or is
Well,
the
in your
ghost just
theory, the ghost's not
stuck on-
moving,
You know,
which
and
means
then,
it's not going
and so
anywhere.
Earth is just leaving a trail of ghosts.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of
I
cool.
think that's what's happening here. Because
Yeah.
also, you hear classic ghost stories where people are like, I saw a freaking ghost in my house, but it was walking like the floor was up to its knees or whatever. What the
Yeah.
fuck? And then people are like,
Like,
oh,
oh.
the floor used to be lower or higher or
Yeah.
whatever. So the ghost, it's not bound by
It seems to
floor.
be. It seems to
Yeah.
be bound by whatever was going on when it died.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess to take it back to your question of
Yeah.
how many ghosts in a space, if we base it on the Sixth Sense, they're around and they're scary because they don't know they're dead, so they're freaking out.
Yeah.
Are they
And they-
freaking out? Or they're just going by the day-to-day life.
I think it depends because you get your Bruce Willis ghosts
Yeah.
who think they're still alive,
Yeah.
dickhead. But then you also get ghosts that are like,
'Cause
what's
it's
going
like
on?
a-
I'm under your bed, Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah, and there's a ghost in a
I'm gonna
cupboard
get ya.
at the school.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Barton, maybe,
Yeah.
is just like, I'm still sick.
Yeah.
Which sucks that your illness doesn't go when you're dead.
That
Yeah,
is a
she's
bummer.
A ghost that's spewing up or whatever.
Well, is it
Yeah.
like if your death was particularly traumatic, you're freaking out? Like, say I got hit by helicopter blades.
Yep.
So I did base jumped really wrong.
3, 2, 1, and you jumped up.
Whiz. That's crazy that we did. Well, we stay. Oh, right. No, we were in the air. Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I imagine you were just on the edge of a cliff and there was a helicopter below. And you
I
just,
don't know what I was picturing. I was picturing the helicopter stationary, about to take off, and then I 3, 2, 1 jump up as it's taking off. But
See, I imagine you're ready to base
a
jump
yeah.
out of the helicopter and jump too high.
I'm going in the wrong direction.
Oh.
And then I'm whizzed.
Okay.
I'm a whizzed man.
Yeah.
Now that's a pretty traumatic way to go.
Yeah,
Yes.
because does that mean you think you're base jumping the whole time you're dead?
Yeah, I guess.
No, because like you base jumped and that was a good base jump, and then you continue with your day-to-day life, right?
Yeah. Or do I? It depends how trapped I become.
And
Am I just a screaming ribbons
Well-
of human
Well,
flesh?
yeah, because
Yeah.
all of the ghosts
Oh,
we see
yeah.
in the movie
They
look
have-
like how they died.
Yeah.
yeah, and
So you would be nothing.
yeah, you would be bits
Viscera.
of bits of viscera. You would be floating chunks.
My little vocal
think
cord
I'd
being
be-
like, yeah,
Yeah.
base jumping rules.
I think at that point you'd be aware you're dead.
I don't know, because it would probably happen so quickly.
Yeah, but
yeah.
And also,
You can
there's like
see
the
yourself.
rush. There's the oh, if I can see myself, and
Yeah.
I look down, and it's just like my
Guts?
Guts.
Well, could you be?
I don't
also
remember. I
you'd-
didn't look like this before.
You'd be seeing two different things because eyes in different spots.
Well,
Yeah.
could you be like reconstituted in a weird way? Just
Yeah.
or like many cuts of like where the blade would have gone and where you've been eviscerated.
yeah.
And you wouldn't see that anyway because you'd be like, I'm not dead. I base jumped
base-
successfully.
I'm killing it out here.
But
And also, why would you stick around? Because do you need to tell a little boy something?
Yeah, if Haley Joel
Let a
Osment-
little boy listen to you for?
Bruce Willis knows that he got shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He just thinks he survived.
maybe that's what I think.
Whoa, it's crazy I jumped into those helicopter
just got
blades.
a bit of the head, you know. Got a bit of hair gut. It was fine.
I pull off my scalp because I'm sliced lengthways the whole way down.
Wow, it's crazy that my skull was so thick it stopped the helicopter blade, I reckon.
Also, it's funny because in this scenario, I jumped up. An impossible thing to do.
Yeah.
Do I still think I'm base jumping towards space? There's an extra-
Oh, base jumping. I thought it was space
Oh,
jumping.
my bad. I was trying to reach the moon. I'm guts now. What would my unfinished business be? I guess I never did base jump.
Well, okay, well,
Haley
yes.
Joel Osment's going to take my viscera up in a
yes.
plane and kick it out.
Well, based on what we see, every murder victim will be a
Yeah.
ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that a lot of the things you'd pretty much, if you get the sixth, like, so basically, I guess if I get the sixth sense power, I'm like, the only way I'm gonna know peace is if I become a detective.
That is true.
Private eye, I reckon.
Like if somebody comes up and starts hassling you.
You're like, brother, you've been murdered.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
get to the bottom of
Do
this.
you have to, like, how do you have to find out how they were murdered, or is just telling them they were murdered enough?
Well, they need closure, it seems, because Misha Barton maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
is pretty much trying to protect her sister,
Yeah.
but also spread the truth. Wish I could remember anything about the person that shot themselves with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Just remember it looked yuck.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can imagine. It's annoying
They
that just
they're seeking his help. So the dead people are seeking his help to resolve unfinished business.
Yeah,
on
okay.
Earth. And so I think it's a way with Bruce Willis. Maybe he's seeking out Cole because his unfinished business
yeah, of
is like
course.
reconciling with his wife.
Yeah,
and like helping her move on. But he doesn't really know that. But he's just drawn to that little boy to help.
yeah,
his
okay.
unfinished business is also that he thinks he failed Vincent, right?
Yeah, so if he helps
Yeah.
Haley Joel, then
He's like, you are baby Vincent.
yeah. Then he'll have that's his unfinished. Well, do you reckon you could help ghosts with their unfinished business? How much time is this taking out of your regular day?
Well, am I a little boy or am I me?
You're you now.
Oh, yeah.
You could do one a day, I
I
reckon.
reckon, yeah.
Have
yeah.
to call into work. Hey, Zammit, I can't come in today. I'm helping a dumb ghost.
No, you'd have to schedule it. The ghost would just have to wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. This service. So once a day.
I got to do some podcasts. I don't know what to tell you.
I reckon 7 p.m. till 10 p.m.
That's ghost time?
That's ghost time.
Hey, Jack, I reckon I could monetize this.
How are you going to monetize the Sixth Sense?
Okay, so you can talk to dead people.
Sure can.
And they have unresolved business. Most of it is usually like, who killed me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Or
cool.
how did I die or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so can we maybe get case file? Basically, we're doing true crime.
Oh, yeah.
Like podcast / a video thing, and we're actually like, yeah, he did it. And
Yeah,
here's the proof.
That's true.
And unlike true crime podcasts, we're like, here's a fucked up thing that happened. And fuck. And now let's quickly play the 911 call.
yeah, exactly.
Isn't that
Fucked
fucked
up.
up?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you reckon this is terrible? No.
I think
let's
it's
keep
fine.
going.
Yeah.
We could be like, hey, we solved it.
We solved the
We did
case.
it.
And also, you're listening. And also, subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah. Help us get more
With
money
your
so
help,
we can play.
find more murderers.
Yeah, with your help, we could pay for plane tickets to help overseas ghosts.
That's true.
Overseas ghosts. You can finally find out who killed your Italian uncle.
Yeah.
Do you think if I helped a bunch of ghosts resolve their shit, go to heaven?
Yeah.
When I went to heaven, all right, just double checking. When
I'm waiting for this.
When I went to
yeah.
heaven, would I get special treatment?
I
or
think,
anything?
well,
No.
so yeah, I reckon he would.
I
Yeah.
would. No.
Because
no
now
chance.
you've lived a pious life in a weird way. Or
Exactly.
like,
I've done good.
you've done good. You've balanced out all your terribleness.
That might be what gets me into heaven.
Yeah, you've balanced it out.
Yeah, they're
you've
like, you
got,
talked
well,
about
here's
popping-
your horrible deeds.
You
but-
did talk about Christ popping Christ's nut back into his loincloth,
Yeah.
but you helped this person resolve their death, so
But is getting someone punished for a crime an eye for an eye? Because if that is the case, that is not allowed.
Well, that's
in the
not on
Bible.
him. That's on the system.
that's a
Yeah, but
justice
that's-
system, baby.
I suspect that heaven, not a lot of guys there.
yeah,
Pretty quiet.
Yeah,
Ghost
pretty
town.
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also again, it's like it's not really eye for an eye. You're helping again, unless they're the ghosts are spirits of vengeance.
Yeah, that's true.
You're helping, their closure, get something resolved, and then what happens next isn't your responsibility.
Out of my hands. dude.
You've exposed the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could write a book.
I was thinking I could become a psychic.
I think
You
the
could,
problem
Medium, the
is-
TV series Medium.
Oh,
do
yeah,
what about
with
me?
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette.
There was
Yeah.
that Patricia Arquette. Yeah, then there's Ghost Whisperer with a
Jennifer-
Party of Five, maybe.
Jennifer.
Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an awesome name.
Yeah, that is good.
I
What
reckon
if your
you
name
could-
was Jackson Love Hewitt?
Well, I'd
fuck.
change it for the show.
Yeah.
Jackson Love Hewitt, Ghost Gettler.
Ghost Settler?
I said Gettler.
Gettler.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
know
gonna
it.
gettle the ghosts.
Cancelled after one season.
No.
Ghost Gettler.
Well, I think the problem
does
with
I
all
get
of
on
this
that?
is the different. Like
Mm.
Jackson interacts with a ghost. We
Yes.
can't see that. We
Yeah.
only see Jackson's
Yeah.
side of the things.
Yeah. Correct.
I'm worried the content won't be good.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, so Jackson is like, he's talking to the ghost.
Yeah.
And then, so we're not filming this.
Yeah.
You're right. This is just a man yelling at
Yeah.
yelling at the
What
wall.
happened to you? Huh?
So we'd be there
You're
like,
dead. You're
Okay,
dead, by the
okay.
way.
So it'd just
How long
be.
did it take me to tell him?
I'd be like, okay, we're transcribing or at least like jotting down notes so we know either the timeline,
Yeah.
we knowing what's going on, and then we're like, okay, then we're either taking photographs or filming the situation and like the areas or whatever, and we're getting the evidence because that's what you're relying on, right? It's
Absolutely.
getting the evidence, and then with that evidence, we're piecing it all together, and then we just explain that later.
It's like it's a true crime podcast, but the twist is the hook. I'm legitimately psychic.
Yeah.
But how do we prove that?
We don't.
Okay.
And
lie.
which part of the podcast which part of the process
Yeah.
are we recording and releasing?
I think it's good to record the bit where I talk to the ghost.
See, I would just like let's just be like we're investigative journalists.
Oh, okay.
And we are going through, and we fucking bat
But
100.
do we get anything? What?
But yeah, well, like which?
Because the ghost doesn't know who killed them a lot of the time.
Well,
We just know
Yeah.
they died.
well, yeah, but again,
And then
if
we
you go
tell them
into-
they died, and then
if
maybe
you go
they go
into
to
the
heaven.
Misha Barton one,
Yeah.
maybe it's revealed that the mother does, kill that
That's
kid,
true. That's
right?
true.
So again, it's a kind of like
Okay,
yeah,
well, like let's use that as an example.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's pretend that instead of Cole, Jackson found out about this.
Yeah.
What's the episode?
Yeah.
So the episode would be because does it make the news? Like the death of the girl.
I,
Probably would be in the obituaries, maybe.
Yeah. Because
Because
again, now
it's not-
we're a bit morbid. We're now like being ghoulish
And
and,
also,
preying on the tragedy of a family.
I'm chatting to this kid.
and it's that mixed with the fact that there's no interesting back information because you just know that a girl died and that
Yeah.
her mom killed her.
Yeah.
And it's not like, here's the history of this family. Do you know that from the ghost?
no.
no, not at all.
I mean, I could probably ask.
Yeah, well, that's why. Yeah, you kind of would do the whole thing that like.
So you'd have to
Yeah.
interview the ghost.
Yeah, yeah.
people, not the ghost. You'd have to just interview other people around it because
But the
again, if
ghost-
you're making a documentary and if you're making a documentary about a murder of someone, you don't interview the dead person.
No, that's
we
what I'm saying.
can.
But that's the only difference.
Well, I know.
The difference is because if you remove the not interviewing the dead person or
Yeah.
not bringing in what the dead person does,
Yeah.
it is just my favorite murder.
Yeah,
does
but
the
then
ghost
you
doesn't-
solve the murder.
But
though.
how do we
Okay.
guarantee that?
well,
Because the ghost doesn't have
we don't show those ones.
Okay, all right. Okay.
It's media. We obscure
Okay.
the truth a little.
That's funny that there's a bevy of ghosts that I just haven't fixed.
We can fix them, but again, it's like, well, is that an interesting story?
Yeah, well-
no. But we'll help them out anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's funny to be like, all right, we're gonna monetize this, but the thing we're not monetizing is the only thing in this that makes us different.
Yeah.
But then the other thing we're worse at than other people.
Why are we worse at it?
You think we're good investigative journalists?
Well, I guess we will.
Better than journalists?
Well, we've got the cheat. We've got a cheat sheet.
No, but we've got a cheat sheet that we're not using because we're not using that content.
We are using it. It's just you have to kind of use it in context. You don't be like, I talked to ghosts and the ghost said this. You got to like,
I think
jazz
it's
it up a
better to
little.
do that.
Well, that's another way of trying to monetize it, which is what's become the episode. I think you. How are you going to monetize? How you?
Yeah,
I can
how
talk
are you
to
say-
ghosts.
How are you monetizing keep talking to ghosts and letting everyone know he talks to ghosts without this becoming a shit show?
I talk to ghosts. I say, "What's up, dude? You died from eating crab wrong or whatever." Hey, Dusha, there's a guy here. You can't see him, but I can. He choked on a crab, and he wants to sue the seafood.
I think that I'm just like, okay. So cold readings and stuff like that, people can do.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, on the other hand, isn't doing cold readings. It's just so then you'd be like, hey, if someone in your family or someone you know,
Yeah.
basically, I just make him a sidekick.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
but
trouble with
but-
that is I don't get to pick who I
Yeah.
talk to.
No, I know it doesn't matter because if someone comes in, pretty much you pitch it as a psychic where you check with Jackson
Yeah.
if your family's at peace, and if they're not at peace, Jackson can fix it. But if they are at peace, that's good, and they still pay either way.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because
So you
if
say,
someone's like,
if they all come to Jackson though.
no,
Jackson doesn't go to
and
the
then
ghost.
okay, so
no, but
they
I get
come
it.
to
You're
Jackson.
saying,
Yeah.
So, okay, say I'm Misha Barton's maybe's dad.
okay.
And I'm like, hey, my daughter, I want to check if my daughter's at peace.
Yeah, nice.
Then I would take Jackson to my house.
Yeah.
And then Jackson's like, oh,
Look ar- I'm gonna
fuck.
look around for the ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, then if I-
And then if you're like, they're at peace, they're not here.
yeah.
But then if they are there, you're like,
Well, there he is.
oh,
Dude.
dude, your daughter's
This
still
is
sick.
bad.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
do they? But do they just hang around the environment they died in?
They
the
seem
environment
to.
or whatever,
Yeah.
or like with Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis
they're
only goes-
drawn.
Yeah.
But he's only,
to-
he only goes from his house to his work, maybe.
But they
and
are
that's
drawn
it.
to Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah.
They know he can see them, and they come to him, and they're like, "Ah!"
Help
Yeah.
me.
Because
Yeah.
doesn't Haley Joel see Misha Barton maybe?
Yeah.
When he's just like in bed and then there's like a tent or whatever, and then she opens it. And that's in Haley Joel's bedroom.
So
and
the
he's
ghosts
like-
will be coming to you.
And then we got to go to that house. That's right.
Yeah.
And then they go to that place
Yeah.
because of I think it's in the newspaper maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're like, oh, that's the girl that
But
died.
surely-
That's the girl that we need to go investigate.
We've come back to the issue of where are ghosts?
Yeah, where are ghosts?
Because if ghosts are in the house,
And also, she can teleport her whole like tent.
That's a projection.
Is that a ghost tent?
can the ghosts
Does that mean you can kill a tent?
You can kill.
A tent can go to
If
heaven.
I kill a guy in a tent,
That tent goes to heaven.
That tent goes to
the
heaven.
tent can come back as a ghost with a guy in it.
Because all the ghosts have clothes. Because the cyclist,
Yeah.
that's a ghost bike. The cyclist and
true.
ghost lycra. He's wearing a full-on like helmet,
Yeah.
lycra, and riding his bike.
That's
That's
weird.
a full-on ghost outfit.
Yeah, it's weird that because you kill a guy in a tent.
Yeah.
Done.
Guy in the tent
Easy.
could come back.
Not even hard.
Yeah. He's not expecting.
He's sleeping.
Trident.
And he's no, you just open the flap, grenade in, zip it back up.
Yeah, but you kill a guy in a house, the house doesn't come back.
But the house, the old floor that was at slightly
that's
lower or
true.
higher does.
How big a dwelling
floor.
before it goes? Ghost floor. I'm haunted by a floor.
Did you know that back in 1973, the floor was up to here?
a high house.
Every now and again, I look to my right and I see a bit of hardwood floor and come in my head. And I got a duck.
It's just the ghost floor.
But don't worry, guys, it's a ghost floor.
Wait, there's no guy associated with it?
No.
Not that I can find. They
I
killed
looked.
this fucking floor. I don't know.
But yeah, I think that like you just like are open with it because the type of people you attract, if
Yeah.
people don't believe you, that's fine. You might get interviewed on 60 Minutes being like, you're exploiting this family. And that'll
Nah,
put you
well,
that'll-
some.
In a way.
You know, yeah, in a sense.
that'll be stressful for you, but you'll know. I was gonna say that you are actually helping people, but I guess if you say, well, some,
You're off in the wings like, oh, well, we're done.
well, that was a good run for how much money we make so far? Oh, $60? Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, it's just tricky because I don't have heaps of say in what
Yeah.
ghosts I talk to.
Yeah.
Could you? I know because as JD you pointed out, we're not journalists.
No.
Could we team up with say either a journalist or a private eye?
well, what
kind of like pushing daisies.
Yeah.
In a way, where sure you have the power to talk to the dead or the dead that come to you, and then we need like is it Chi McBride kind of person
Yeah.
who comes and is like, hey, help me with this case.
That's true. I could do that. I mean, that happens. I mean, I don't
Or
think it happens
Medium.
today.
That happens in Medium, the
But,
TV
like,
show
yeah,
too.
and maybe Ghost Whisperer.
Yeah.
we think.
Sometimes cops go to when they're really desperate. They go to mediums.
Yeah.
I could do that.
In some cases, they go to an exorcist for some reason.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
And
strange.
in some cases, just someone will randomly just be like, I think I spoke to this ghost, and they just pick a random person.
Oh, yeah.
That was like they did it, and then suddenly now they got to go to a court to say that why is this person slandering me?
Yeah,
But
on
don't
a
worry,
ghost's
it's good stuff.
testimony, I'm in court. I gotta say, I don't think the justice system is doing awesome.
Well, you'd have to team up with some kind, regardless of how you want
Yeah.
to do it. You're gonna have to team up because, like, with some kind of police force. Because unlike what the Sixth Sense leads you to believe, so say the Misha button maybe
Yeah.
tape, like that tape's evidence. But if it's any other ghost where it's like, here's the bullet that killed me,
Yeah.
you pick it up, it's fucked. You're going to jail for
You
murder.
pick it up.
Here it is, officer. The ghost told me where it was.
Okay, so you're definitely under arrest for the murder of this person.
I wouldn't be. I mean, you'd be under like.
Under
you'd
suspicion.
Be under suspicion,
And
it'd
then
be,
when I'm
it'd
sitting
be
there
kind of
and-
very simple, like
You'd be suspect number one.
Are you like a firefighter who keeps lighting their own fires?
No, I just can see ghosts because I was born wrong.
Yeah,
Came out the pussy bad.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
don't
guess
know.
yeah. If you are like doing it, like for no real reason, just sort of doing it and being like, hey, cops or whatever, this maybe look here, etc.,
Yeah.
etc. It's like kind of like in that TV show that I fondly remember called Early Edition.
Oh,
that
yes.
hardly anyone else
Yeah,
remembers.
yeah.
Is that about news?
A
Yeah,
dog brings.
An orange cat brings, I believe it is Coach Taylor.
Yeah. Friday Night Lights.
He brings him tomorrow's newspaper today. And then he goes there and he solves crimes.
That's
and
so
and he
awesome.
prevents things that happen. And then at some point, a cop's like, "Why are you always fucking here?
Yeah.
What's going on?"
Yeah.
And then it's
Is
like
the cat causing the crimes?
No, the cat's bringing the newspaper.
I think the cat's involved.
Well, maybe what I could do.
Well, the thing is, like, if that situation there, though, it's like the crimes already happened, and there's clearly like there's no way you could be there at
Connected
every
to it. Yeah, yeah.
any way, because they'd be like, well, we know the time of death.
Yeah.
And, we have you on CCTV somewhere else or
Yeah.
whatever it might be.
But you have the
there you are,
board.
like, twitching and like, here I'm playing Starfield or whatever.
Yeah.
It's still bad.
This game's not very fun, hey.
So there'd be evidence with like, well, he can't be there. But
Yeah.
he knows what's going on. And I'm like, are you being forthcoming and being like, I talked to the ghost?
Well, I think that would, in a way, help me.
Yeah.
Because the cops already sometimes go to mediums, so there's
Yeah.
precedent if I'm like, brother, the spirits, they speak to my brain.
And
I
then
think
it
as long
just-
as you do those arm movements, you'll
Yeah.
be fine.
The spirits, the ghosts
Oh
of the
my
realm,
God.
they come
They
into my
come
mouth and
and they-
ears and eyes.
Oh, they
There's
just
dead
hit
cunts
me
everywhere.
in the face. So I think you're better off saying that
Yeah.
because there are people out there that just do believe in this bullshit.
Well, maybe what I could do instead is just find houses that people are already like, there's a ghost in my house.
yeah.
And then because I know ghosts are real.
So
Yeah.
then you go there and you're like,
Yep.
yeah, there is. Call the Warrens, maybe? I don't know.
I can't exercise the ghost, but I can confirm a haunting.
I can talk to it, but if it's mean, it will frighten me.
Can you confirm that? I mean, because again, it's like they come to you, and then I guess they are attached to us.
Because if somebody's like, you got to accept in this
Yeah,
world
yeah.
there are ghosts, and if somebody's like, books are knocked off the shelf,
Yeah.
my TV turns on, somebody rubs my face while I sleep or whatever,
Yeah.
then I go there
can see them, yeah.
and I see the ghost doing that.
Yeah.
I can be like, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, $50.
Yeah.
Well, because you can talk to the ghost.
Yeah.
And in this, the ghosts that hang around, all of them don't know they're dead.
I think they just all have unfinished business.
Yeah.
And probably varying degrees of understanding of how dead they
Yeah. So at least you can have a conversation and be like, what do you want?
Brother.
One thing with the Sixth Sense, like, how deep does the unfinished business have to be
Yeah.
before it counts as unfinished business?
Yeah.
Someone dies taking a shit. Is having an unwiped asshole, is that unfinished business?
Well, I'm sure the Undertaker would hopefully
Wipe you. That's so
do
funny.
that.
You're just waiting around for like the brief maybe 2 or 3 days whilst you're in the funeral home. Come on, wipe me,
clean
wipe me.
up.
Oh, I can
Thank God. Oh,
That's
go to
funny
heaven.
that an
Undertaker.
would be a mortician.
Yeah, whatever.
They
it
have
is.
to wipe the ass of a
Well,
dead
they got to
person.
clean everything.
Yeah.
That's
they got to
awesome.
fill you up with different fluids.
Yeah.
Take all the other fluids out.
That was my unfinished business. Too many fluids.
Well, like, brother, that just happens.
That's true.
all evacuates.
Oh, my unfinished business is that I haven't shat myself, and then when I die, I shit myself and I go to heaven.
Straight away.
I was a
Yeah.
ghost for about a millisecond.
no one did. Oh.
Well, say, come on, sphincter, loosen.
Listen. Well, yeah, what about, like, I don't know, what about this?
Yeah.
You're eating a gobstopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look down, you choke,
Mm.
you die. You didn't eat the gobstopper.
Yeah.
got lodged in your
Yeah, I didn't need that god stopper.
to get lodged in your throat.
Yeah.
Is that enough? Are you not going to go to heaven until somebody goes on your throat and sends the gobstopper down?
Well, you're dead, right?
Yeah.
Presumably, again, the mortician takes care of this.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That would be bad if I was looking at, like, my great aunt
It's
I'm
an
like,
open- yeah,
there's a
yeah.
gobstopper.
it's an open casket. There's this giant gobsucker in your throat.
What the hell?
That's the
Did
thing
you
that
not-
killed her. You should definitely have removed
Did
that.
you not take it out?
Oh, this is a bad
Take it
funeral
out.
home.
Take
Yeah,
it
what's
out.
the degree of? Because that's for me, sixth sensing. That's easy to fix.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You're fine.
Yeah.
Or what about? Well, actually, let's explore that situation.
Yeah.
Ghost comes to me. Ghost
Yeah.
has a big gobstopper stuck in
Help.
his throat.
I'm one of the characters in the film Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was the one who got put in the
I've
car
never
boot.
seen it.
Yeah. They
Basically-
put a gobstopper in my mouth and they put duct tape, and that was to kind of like gag me. But then I accidentally swallowed the whole. Big
And then
gobstopper
I
and then
woke.
died.
They stopped and they opened the boot as a funny prank, and I'm dead.
That's
Yeah.
really.
But
That's a
don't
bummer.
worry, they pinned the crime on Marilyn Manson.
You, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but you're a ghost, and you're like, my unfinished business. I haven't swallowed this gobstopper.
Yes.
Can you swallow a gobstopper as a ghost?
My question there for Ghost is, well, do you want the gobstopper removed?
Yeah.
Or do you want to enjoy it?
Finish the gobstopper.
If they're like, finish the gobstopper, I don't. What I think you might be fucked.
Enjoy eternal hell.
Sorry, buddy. Can you, as a ghost, do you have a tongue?
Because like,
that
Can you reach in?
works?
Can you just like?
swallow, or do I have to dig them up and then push the gobstopper down
Or
the?
because they're coming to you
Oh.
as a ghost, can I just ghost shove
Yeah.
it out? Yeah,
make them swallow
massage
the-
their throat a little.
Yeah, I don't know. Some things.
I just don't think that's enough to
It must
keep
help
you attached.
keep you
right?
around.
I
Yeah,
think it
that's
is
true.
like injustice.
True.
It seems to be, or like maybe. Yeah, I'm just thinking with Misha Barton.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like my mum killed me. She's
Yeah.
getting sympathy, and my dad is distraught,
True,
and
true.
I'm worried about my sister. Right. So there's
Yeah.
a couple of things there that they clearly are like, well, shit's going down. And so is the attachment there to be like, I got to protect sister? Is the attachment there like dad's sad and he thinks that but he doesn't realize that he's married a monster?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Or is it that like mum killed me and she needed to be punished?
Or a
Like,
combination of all three.
like where,
kind
yeah,
of.
like what is it holding her? Is it all three? Is it one particular one?
Yeah.
Because like guy who gets hit by a cyclist, like so
Yeah.
the cyclist get hit, he doesn't instantly go away. He is a cyclist for a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So where's
Does
he
he get
cycling
back? Does he
to?
get back up and then just ride off?
Yeah, they see him cycle past the window
Weird.
of the car. Where's he going?
Where's he going?
Oh, is it like when he arrives at his destination, he's like, I finally arrived at his
Maybe he was in the
destination.
middle of like a ride. Yeah, finishing a ride, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. But maybe that's the thing that there are.
What about
little...
that guy that died because he suffocated between two voluptuous breasts?
Yeah,
Does he
okay.
not go to heaven until he comes?
Do I have to jerk this ghost off?
Or do you have to get voluptuous breasts and put them in his face until he comes?
Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be hard to convince.
Yeah,
Or a very easy job for those
Yeah.
sex workers.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, just go here. I know
Stand
to you
there.
it doesn't look like there's a guy.
Or just
And this is doing nothing for me.
I won't
you
even be
could
in the
wear
room.
like one of them aprons with the the fake titties.
Oh, yeah.
And just put his
They're quite
face there,
voluptuous.
Yeah.
and then
Sorry,
get
buddy,
him
I-
to jerk himself off.
I didn't
right?
have enough money to hire anyone, but this is just as good.
Yeah,
If you close your eyes,
Just holding the ghost here. You're whacking it, dude.
dude. Let me know when you've come.
He might go to heaven just to get out of the situation.
You know what?
Oh, it worked. Wow, that was easy.
you're still there. You're just
I'm actually going now. You can get. You can leave. Mine's taking longer than normal.
Yeah, you just take your apron and get out of here.
Okay, it doesn't look like you've come to me, but
Do you want me to leave the apron?
if you want to finish up or whatever. No, I'm going.
Oh, goodbye.
I'm in heaven now.
I'm fading away.
Don't look like it, but you're all right. Whatever, guy.
Yeah, it seems as though violent deaths and deaths that
Yeah.
are attached to
Yeah.
something.
Well, if you got Sixth Sense,
Yeah.
would you feel sort of happy knowing that heaven is on the cards, or there's some kind of afterlife?
Yeah, I don't know, because it's a tricky one because it doesn't necessarily prove the existence of a pleasant afterlife. It just proves that if you die with unfinished business,
You're sticking around.
yeah, and you don't know your death. I guess if you get Sixth Sense, you're not going to stick around when you die also because you'll know that you're a ghost because
Yeah.
you know about ghosts.
Would you though?
By the way, Bruce Willis' name Malcolm.
Malcolm!
Crow.
'Cause-
Like a dead bird. I mean, a live bird, but the bird of death, crows.
Oh,
What?
Malcolm Crow. Crow being the bird of death often.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
It lives in graveyards sometimes.
Yeah.
It eats corpse.
Yeah.
Because here's what I.
Pecked out Odin's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I keep
Something
thinking.
you eat when you eat shit? Eat,
Eat
crow?
crow?
Go eat crow?
No, that's what you like.
Oh, you're fucked up?
It's like you've become humbled.
Mm,
You're
yeah.
like,
Oh,
oh,
right.
I'll eat crow in that. I thought I was
Is
right.
it-
I'm wrong. I'll eat crow.
Is it like you'll eat crow pie?
No, you're
Is it
thinking
just
of
a-
4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew about that.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew about the
about that
blackbirds
delicious
baked
I'm
in a
pie.
pie.
across the pie, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, here's what I keep
Drop the
thinking.
pie.
So
Yeah.
the ghosts, you don't see heaven in the Sixth Sense,
No.
No.
right? But the ghosts just go.
Yeah.
Now, I've not got. For me, it's not confirmed whether they become part of the infinite, whatever, or they just go. They
Yeah.
just go and
They
die.
fade. Yeah.
But I know I can still live as a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Would you try and set up unfinished business to live an immortal life?
Well, that's tricky because the ghosts aren't happy in their immortal life.
No. Well, Bruce Willis. I mean, he's
Bruce
tortured,
Willis
but-
is deeply unhappy by it.
Yeah. But you just know you'll get to stick around.
And no one will interact with you.
Yeah,
You
it's
get to
kinda
see
lonely
the world, I
existence. You can't,
guess.
well, yeah,
No,
but
but
you
you,
get the
because
snippets.
you're doing your business that's unfinished.
Yeah, you only
So
get
you-
to see it in snippets as well. Like you can't be like, "Well, I got unfinished business. Time to catch up on all my TV shows."
Yeah.
It also feels like that you kind of lose agency.
100%. I mean, yeah, you got to like, and it seems to be you have to like you're drawn to this little boy to help fix your problems.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think of what unfinished business could entertain me for, eternity. Like, what if I go to Disneyland?
And your dream is my
I'm
unfinished
like, I'm
business
here to
is
do. I will do every ride at Disneyland.
throughout
Yeah.
until the end of time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no! And then I die on Space Mountain, say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then I just get to hang out at Disneyland for eternity.
yeah, because your
Good.
unfinished business is you got to go on every single ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just don't go on every single ride. I pick a bad one and I never
No,
do
but
it.
you can't not go on a because
Yeah,
as a ghost you are trying to like as in it seems like you don't
Yeah.
have the agency to choose. You don't want to do
It
it.
seems like you want to move on. You're compelled
Yeah.
to figure it out.
I go in
right?
the Pirates of the Caribbean ride and go to hell.
Yeah, and you're like,
yeah.
oh,
damn it.
Seeing Johnny Depp was the last thing I
That's
needed
all
to
I
do. I
needed.
guess. Is,
Animatronic Johnny Depp sent me to heaven.
Arr, you're a real pirate now.
Yeah,
boy.
because again,
Yeah.
you only see what you the ghosts always say they only see what they want to see, or
Okay.
that's what Haley Joel says.
Okay.
So it's like you only see what you want to see. So you'll only be seeing the rides that you want to see, right?
Yeah.
and
you'd
then
be
the
like,
moment you go on them,
yeah, off you go.
yeah,
Haley
Johnny
would-
Depp will
yeah.
say the rum's gone, and then you'll be gone.
I'll be going.
Haley would
to
be
heaven.
like, I'm going to Disneyland. It's crazy. There's no ghosts here.
It's very easy for them to finish this unfinished business.
Yeah, monetizing the Sixth Sense. To take it back to that seems pretty tricky, but then also, I guess the only real thing you can get from this is like personal satisfaction of I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've helped
or it's
some
like
people who need to move on.
Clearly, there's something. I'm a special little boy. There's something
Yeah.
about me that these ghosts are drawn to, and I guess with this great power comes
Yeah.
great responsibility, and I got to help them move on and achieve their whatever goal that they
But
have.
then it's like
I guess become a
it's a
I was gonna say
for,
life coach, but I guess it's a death coach.
it's
Yeah.
and it's a forever job you can't quit.
True.
Yeah, that is
Actually,
annoying.
Could I become a life coach?
Okay. Well,
So
let's hear
because
it.
I'm a death coach and I'm basically helping these people move on and
Yeah.
achieve their goals,
Uh-huh.
could I then transfer that into what people
Yeah.
like to be like?
Those are transferable skills.
I've had experience. I mean, maybe we wouldn't say this because again, you sound like maybe a crazy person.
Yeah.
But because I have experience helping people achieve their
Their life's
lifelong
desire, yeah.
they tick off that bucket list.
Yeah.
I by enough times you'd be like there are obvious common themes here
Yeah.
what people want to do and achieve. So having that, you then transfer those.
And you've been doing it
skills.
since childhood.
Exactly.
So
I'm
you're
virtuoso at this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So I
I would-
like it's crazy that most people, these are the biggest regrets people have in life.
Yeah.
You list them off, and you could go really specific to the point everyone's like, "Huh?
Well, how does
That's
you-
very specific."
Yeah. It's funny
And
if
then
you're
to
like,
just-
these are the things people want in life. This is their main goals. Figure out who killed them.
Make mum stop killing my sister.
Yeah. This is what every single person
Every
wants
single
in this
person
life.
wants. But yeah, like you could have enough of that because I'm assuming again, depending what holds these ghosts to these earthly realms.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
not always like guilty conscience and who killed me and a violent death. If it's just like little things here and there, like I want to tell my loved one, like I'm moving on, or I didn't tell them about this, or in the ghost whisperer, or like.
As a life coach, being like, look, the one big regret when people died is that they didn't get to tell their loved ones that they're moving on to a better place.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're just going to want to build up to that. Maybe tell them every day.
Every day. Or I'm thinking, because like either in Ghost Whisperer or it's Medium, one of the two. It's kind of like, there's like a thing that they, I've got like, the deed is over there and it's buried under whatever.
yeah, that's a
and blah,
classic.
blah, blah.
There's
Classic
gold in the
one.
mantelpiece or
classic,
whatever.
one of those kind of things. So it's
Yeah,
like,
there's gold in the mantelpiece.
gold in the mantelpiece. So is it just like be more organized?
Yeah, pretty much. Make
Like
sure
in
you
your-
don't
yeah.
die and not tell people where your fortune's buried.
Yeah. Like live life like if you were to die, don't fuck over the people around you.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good advice.
Yeah.
Are there goals that a ghost could have that are unachievable? Like, surely there will be goals.
I want to finger the president.
Yeah.
Bring me back from the dead.
My only
Those are
regret
the
is that I
two-
didn't live forever.
Yeah, those are the two extremes of things that cannot be achieved:
Yeah.
fingering the president, coming back from the death.
Yeah.
What
do
from
you-
the death.
Yeah.
What do you tell a ghost that comes to you and they're like, I want to finger the president?
Okay.
Brother, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, no. You're giving up too soon.
Okay.
What kind of president? A president of a local football club? I reckon we can do this.
Okay. Can a ghost even finger?
I mean, it could put itself inside something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, in many ways, when a ghost walks through you, they've fingered your whole body.
You might be getting fingered by a ghost right now. You wouldn't
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
just can't feel it, which sucks.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if you could.
Sucks
would be
for
cool.
everyone involved.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah,
cool.
the ghost's furious. They're not reacting.
Yeah,
They're
well,
not
you're a
even
ghost.
giving any feedback.
God, you're stupid.
It's your fault. Yeah.
I think it would wreck your life being Sixth Sense.
Yeah, at first I came in here coming in hot, and I was like, it'll be chill
Yeah.
between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m. every day.
That's ghost time.
But
yeah.
then it's a job you can't quit.
Yeah.
It would be traumatic all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, it would be like
Yeah.
annoying.
It's just a lot of your day. It's
Yeah.
not a simple
I-
thing
and
to
this-
solve a murder.
And the skills you get from that, or like talking to a ghost, aren't necessarily directly transferable. So, like trying to make it into content
Yeah.
creation,
Yeah.
you just end up still back behind all of the true crime podcasts. Because even though you are talking to the ghost, it's hard to say.
Sometimes the ghost doesn't know how they died.
That's
Or
true,
they
that's
don't.
true,
They
that's
have no
true.
idea who killed them, and they're like, figure it out. And you're like, well, now
Yeah.
I'm a detective. That's not what I wanted out of
and
my
even
life.
like a life coach. Like it will be tricky to talk to a ghost and then figure out how to sell yourself as a good life coach.
You'll know the regrets most ghosts have.
Yeah, because if you're talking to the dead,
Yeah.
and it's like not just like why they're here in terms of like to get revenge on
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
You might be like, hey, while we're here, let's just tell me about
Yeah,
your
that's
life.
true. You're
You know,
interviewing
you
a lot
know,
of people.
You are talking to, by and large, a lot of people, and you're like, oh, look, hey, buddy, you're dead. Is
Yeah.
there anything you kind of either wished you did or wished, those kind of things? But that also requires introspection from the dead.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
they might not have that.
And then also that means that your life coach has one thing, which is, hey, come to me and I'll tell you what the top 3 things do the general public regret when
It's
they
a
die.
way of spinning that. You can
make it work.
transfer and make that do something.
But that's your whole life.
But again, yeah,
you don't get a choice anymore.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
But this is like because how old is Haley when he sees everybody?
9.
So again, you're right. Like unfortunately, it kind of sets yourself up for this is now your job, this
Yeah.
is your career, and this is what you're stuck with it, right? Because there's another way where you just shut it all down.
Yeah.
And you're like, not
I'm just going to
engaging,
get spooked
not
every now and
engaging.
then.
I would
Not
learn to not be
engaging.
scared of ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Well, that's what Cole does in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart.
very. But then it's that kind of thing of like, well, isn't it really your moral obligation to help these guys?
and also something we have not even discussed in this.
Yeah.
Cole doesn't know Malcolm's dead at first, which means you could meet people and not realize they're a ghost.
Yeah, so he doesn't know he's dead?
Cole doesn't know
Yeah.
that Malcolm's dead, at least
Not at
At
first.
least at
well, the
least
movie never,
Yeah.
because he tells because the whole thing is like, I see dead people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have to tell Malcolm that if Malcolm knew he was dead.
Yeah.
Like Malcolm was dead.
Well, yeah, but Malcolm doesn't know that he's
Yeah, but
dead.
does
so
Cole know that
Cole-
Malcolm doesn't
This
know
is
that
what I'm
Malcolm's
saying at the
dead?
start of the
Yeah.
episode. You again, maybe because like he sees the gunshot that
Well, it's rude that he
Malcolm
never
does.
says anything.
But then the ghost only sees and presumably hears what he wants to hear
Oh,
and see.
ghosts
So it's
are
like
so annoying.
right because you're like you're dead. Interesting, you would say such a thing. Okay, so how
So
does that
he-
make you feel about your mother?
You're dead, cunt.
Your dead cunt.
Oh, it's like, I see dead people like you.
Like
is the
you.
actual
Go
line.
Go to heaven.
You see dead people, do you? Interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to shut that out. That's, yeah. no,
I'm
fuck
calling the
ghosts.
Ghostbusters. Suck them all up, Bill. Dan,
Yeah.
get that fucking ghost jail. Put them all in there.
Yeah.
'Cause again, if
Fuck them. Shut
Yeah,
up.
Like again, because initially I'm like, look, maybe we try and be helpful.
Yeah.
Again, great power, great responsibility, help these motherfuckers out. But oh my god,
No.
day in day out, when do I get a?
And also,
get
it
a
sounds like it
break,
starts
you know?
from birth, I was going to say, which I
Maybe,
guess
yeah,
is
I guess.
true.
All these ghosts hanging around the feet, like not fetus, infant.
Yeah. All right, hang on. Baby doesn't know how to deal with
Baby
that.
like gaga goo.
There's
It's
a lot
gonna,
of
you're going to grow
gaga.
up wrong.
Yeah, you're going to grow up real
Oh,
wrong.
Everyone's gonna think you. Yeah, well, again, like what Tony Collette does, take you to see a child
Absolutely.
psychologist, because
And then
you're
it
like,
turns
this
out that
kid's fucked up.
psychologist is a
He's also a
ghost.
ghost.
Also, what if your mum was dead? You don't know.
You don't know. You could be raised by ghosts.
Unless you do know. But then, yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to a doctor. I'm saying, hey, the part of the human brain that sees ghosts,
Get rid of it.
get rid of it. Chop it out, buddy.
Hi, GP, general doctor, no, general practitioner.
GD.
Do you still do lobotomies?
Hello, Mr. Hardware Store owner. Give me one of your finest ice picks.
Yeah, they're
Thank you.
looking at a brain, trying to figure out which bit's relevant to ghosts.
Ice pick and a hammer.
This is probably right.
Yeah, I'll just put it up there and
Yeah.
tap, tap, tap.
And then if you die doing that, which you probably would,
You wouldn't know.
you wouldn't know. You just be a ghost. You got to find another little boy to bottle.
And then you go,
Well, then your unfinished
unfinished
business is that you see ghosts. I need to
not
stop. Yeah.
ghosts. Or was your unfinished business like what, like cosmically you went to help ghosts and now you're dead and having to like
Ghost detective.
ghost help everybody? And then
sounds-
you're stuck.
Frankly, awful.
Yeah, it sounds fucked up. And what we don't see after the Sixth Sense credits roll is that Cole's life fucking sucks forever.
Yeah. It's true.
That little boy will only know suffering.
You should go to a deserted island and only help like
Crows.
crows, like the ghosts of dead birds.
Yeah, on plane crash victims
Yeah,
and
this go-
fucking
Go
boat.
to the moon. No one's died on the
No
moon.
one's died on the
Shockingly.
moon.
Yeah, not
could-
yet.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
that's bad. You're sitting there on the moon. You've just lived there the whole time. Don't worry about it. Spaceship lands. Astronaut comes out, falls over, dies. Ghost gets up.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god! Cunt, you're dead. You died on the moon. You're here. You did. If that was
You
your
died a
unfinished
hero.
business.
Yeah.
Surely that's.
All right.
You just step over the ghost into his rocket, close behind you, start programming further up.
Yeah, I gotta find somewhere
Gotta
where there's
go
no
an
fucking
asteroid.
ghosts.
Yeah, he'd be sitting on Mars like Dr. Manhattan. Is like, I'm sick of this world. I tire of these ghosts.
I am done. And on that note, I've been Joel.
I've been Jackson.
And I've been Joel.
Don't see ghosts.
And-
Don't see ghosts.
Yeah.
Don't
Hey,
engage.
here's my secret. I don't see ghosts.
Yeah,
I don't see
did
that
you, see,
people.
you think I see? You see? I saw a ghost.
Yeah, that's what I
no,
thought.
I don't.
I see dead people and I fucking hate it.
Yeah. Haley Joel Osment's life is going to go real bad. And I guess that's something to think about when you watch The Sixth Sense.